Hello, everyone. I'm Reverend Richard Miner. I'm the Graduate Engagement Officer here at One Spirit Learning Alliance in New York City. And today I have the distinct pleasure of being here with Reverend Linda Bjork. Linda, thank you for joining me.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
Linda, it is such a pleasure to interview you. I've been looking forward to this for such a long time. You are an important member of our community and several other communities as well. And I'm really looking forward to talking to you about that. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and what brought you to One Spirit?
Ooh, do we have a few hours? I live in New York City with my daughter, a little dog, and a blind cat. And I work as a transformational and inspirational speaker and coach, mostly for executives and leaders. And I feel like I've been on my way to One Spirit for a very, very long time. And what ultimately brought me to One Spirit, I do not know. It's just that voice that says, this is the right thing to do. Here's the flow. Here's the timing. And I had heard of One Spirit through a coaching teacher of mine, Dr. Robert Holden. And someone from his staff had been through One Spirit in London. And so I heard about it, and they were pointing out the fact that One Spirit in New York is right around the corner. And I just put that in the back of my mind, in the back of my heart. And I, at some point, felt now's the time. Now I'm ready. And I went for it.
That's an awesome story. We often hear that people coming to One Spirit is somewhat serendipitous. Can you tell me, how did the 2 years of seminary impact your life?
Well, in so many ways, in so many ways. I think that the relationship that I've always felt with a higher power of God, that relationship is one that has really deepened during these 2 years. I have understood more, and I've understood less. And for anyone who's been through the program, I think you know what I'm talking about, because it's this openness to the not knowing that has been very, very important for someone like me who wants to know everything. And I look for science, I look for answers, I look for logic, and to just relax into the acceptance of the mystery and the beauty of the mystery and the unknown. But I think that what I really want to point out as these 2 years have now concluded is this beautiful, beautiful spiritual community that I have gained in the process. And I could say the words before I started One Spirit. I'm looking for a spiritual community. Oh, it would be so great to belong to a spiritual community. Now when I do, there are no words for it. It is a holding, and no words, but I'm very, very happy, and I feel very rich because of this community. Yeah, just to mention a couple of things.
It seems like you had a really powerful, really transformational experience in your 2 years here at seminary. During that 2 years, can you tell me what was one of your greatest experiences?
Well, the moment that pops into my mind is when I stand in front of my 60 classmates. And keep in mind now that I'm Swedish, and in Sweden I'm known as en glad liten skit, a happy little shit. It's a term of endearment in Swedish, and it's for us who are just screwed on in a happy way. So I'm standing there, and I am usually the pillar, the rock, the executive coach, the people that the person that people come to. And I'm standing there in front of 60 people, and I'm sobbing. I am just uncontrollably sad in my sharing of my deepest vulnerability, of my deepest sorrow. And that is, I'm getting goosebumps right now, just going back to that moment of daring to be so vulnerable in this community. And I will forever hold that in my heart as one of the most profound experiences I've had. And the support that ensued from that. So yeah.
Well, that's one of the things that makes One Spirit such a special community, is that you can have experiences like that here. It is such a wonderful and transformational experience. So I know that you have just been ordained recently, and you are now stepping out as a fully ordained reverend. And you're involved with some very, very interesting other projects. Can you tell me a little bit about the ministry you're working on and what's drawn you to it?
Yes, I would love to, because I think this is so relevant also to the rest of the One Spirit community, because I am involved in an organization that's called Unity Earth. And it's an organization that exists and have existed now for a few years, but has really grown into a powerful global organization of really unifying the unifiers. So really what came to Ben Bowler, the founder of this mind, a few years ago, is that, you know, he traveled the world and he would see all these different organizations working for unity in isolation. And there's just such irony in that, and there's a way to bridge those organizations, and together we are stronger. And it's only by unifying the unifiers that we will ever reach any kind of world peace through unity and through personal transformation. So Unity Earth is definitely something that I am working on in addition to my normal work. And it's been a fantastic journey through One Spirit, and because of One Spirit that I have found Unity Earth. And there's so much to say about that. Can I just share a few things where how we can work on this together with the rest of the One Spirit community? Because there's this big family of One Spirit, and we're already connected as organizations. And we have a few things coming up very, very soon. Our trajectory, if you will, our first big goal is to make September 21st, 2020, a global day of peace. And so we are just rallying the troops, so to speak, probably not a good analogy, but turning to all of these organizations to get behind a unified effort to bring attention and awareness to the importance of peace and make this a global holiday. And as we are ramping up to that, we have all these different events. We have events in the past that you can read about on our website, unity.earth. But coming up right now, we just started Standing for Peace campaign. So everybody can go to standingforpeace.com and be part of, with your picture, and be part of this big wave of peace that we are now launching across the world. And another way to get involved is to sign up as someone who wants to be part of the Unity Earth community, and you do that at unity.earth. As we are ramping up to September 2020, we will have a caravan of unity going across America. So there will be ample opportunity for volunteering, for folding your own organization into this, and together we can really make this a unified effort to, we actually have the balls to say we want world peace. And so if you want to join us, I would love to have people sign up and be with us.
That's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and add a link just below the button for this video, so anybody who is interested can easily find you. These are incredible things that you're doing, and we are so proud that you are part of our community as well. And now that you're going out into work with your training, can you tell me, how are you using your seminary training in your work?
Ooh. At this point, it's more of am I not using my seminary training in my work? Because I have just this ability to listen, and to listen deeply, and to be a presence of love in the room is changing everything. And so I am bringing that to all the stuff that I've done before, but in a deeper, elevated, both way. I have also developed a language for accepting differences. And as much as I've always been a bridge builder, I sort of, because I do think that we all actually should just get along, it doesn't mean that that has to be done on the premise of being the same. And this celebration and acceptance, but also celebration of differences and seeing the strength in differences really strengthens my own work as a transformative coach for leaders and for others.
It's wonderful to see you being so passionate about this work that is so important in the world. And it's just wonderful to know that One Spirit has been a part of that with you. How are you staying connected to One Spirit now that you have graduated and you're out in the world?
Well, I would have severe separation anxiety right now if we didn't have an awesome study group that will continue to meet monthly here in New York City. We're actually meeting on Monday for the first time. We just graduated. And we have these great tools for how to actually have a sacred community work. And so we're going to apply those tools to our study group, and we're going to continue once a month. I also want to be volunteering and see other ways that I can be involved in the One Spirit community so that I can meet old classmates and other people from this wonderful, wonderful alumni. I keep meeting absolutely extraordinary people with the light on. You know, someone's home. We haven't gone back to sleep. So in this awakenedness that is a constant job, we're there, you know, and we remind each other to stay there. And the more I can be involved and go to your awesome retreat, the more I will.
That's wonderful. So now that you are doing all of this incredible work in the world, can you tell me, what are you most passionate about in ministry?
In my ministry and my work, I'm so passionate about people knowing at the core of their being that there is absolutely nothing wrong with them, that they are here to really fulfill whatever purpose they have. And it doesn't even have to be more than showing up as who you are. And we're so bombarded with having everybody and everyone tell you that there's something wrong with you, that you have to improve, including the whole self-improvement world. And yes, there are some pointers that we can have, but my passion is really for people to align with and get rid of the BS standing in the way for that wonderful alignment that we can have where we feel fully alive, we're fully here, and we are indeed a presence of love that we can meet the world with whatever we're doing. It doesn't matter what the doing really is, as long as it's done from that being of loving presence. So that is that is my work with executives. That's my work with my daughter. That's my work showing up even on the streets of New York, which sometimes can be challenging.
Well, Linda, it's amazing to speak to you because you are so passionate, and your passion is just contagious. Again, Unity Earth is something that our graduates might want to be involved in. What is the web address again for that?
So it's www.unity.earth.
Great.
That's
There'll
it.
There'll be a link to that below this interview as well. Linda, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us, to share your passion, to share your experience with us. We are just so grateful that you were a part of our community. And I personally am looking forward to seeing you around One Spirit.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you for this opportunity to share our work. And I'm so grateful for you for being such an advocate for us all, continuing the good work and really continuing this beautiful community. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.